In Washington, ghost-like objects dart across the radar screen at the CAA Traffic Control Center at National Airport for several hours, traveling more than 100 miles an hour. Air Force jet fighters spend several hours chasing the objects plotted on the radar scope.
Something else is out there.
There's something else out there, okay.
Of all the banks and braes of bonny Scotland, none holds more fascination than the murky waters of Loch Ness.
Tell me, do you think there is life on other planets?
Well, I'm not quite sure, but I suppose there would be.
No, he seems definite. You seem
Definitely.
definite. How do you see this life and where?
Oh, it's in a flying saucer.
Blackwater Media presents DARKFALL. Real-life encounters with the paranormal and the unexplained. My name is Ronald. I'm 20 years old, and I live near a small town in Wayne County, West Virginia called La Valette. My family and I originally lived in Jacksonville, Florida during my childhood, but we eventually moved up north because we couldn't handle the humidity and oncoming hurricanes. Now, what I'm about to tell you is 100% true, and I swear upon my life that what I've experienced is something I'll never forget. It all began in August of 2019. Now, to my memory, it was a Saturday evening between 6:30 and 7:30. I was going home, coming off an incredibly long drive. I'd driven from my home to the town of Wayne, then past Tulsia and Louisa, and finally as far as Chapmansville. I guess I drove way too far for my liking. Anyway, it was getting dark, and I eventually made my way home by taking a road called 8th Street near La Valette, which led me to the Mount Union Road. Now, this was the road that took me straight by the house of one of my dad's friends named Dave, where there was a road also called Walnut Gap, and that got me to my house. Now, on this road, there's a blind curve next to an old abandoned white church. I always slow down there before driving around the curve, just to make sure that no one came flying around the corner. Right after that, there's a 6-foot ledge on the left side of the road where some small trees had fallen over, whereas on the other side, there's a steep hillside that has a path cleared through the thick underbrush where deer like to hide. Now, it's right at that spot where my first encounter took place. Just as I slowly drove around the corner, I saw this thing step onto the road on all fours. Now, when I first saw it, I thought it was a 500-pound male black bear because it was roughly the same size as one, and we do tend to have a few roaming around where I live now and again. But after only a few seconds, I realized that what I was seeing wasn't a bear. Greetings and salutations. I'm Dr. William Lester, the creator and voice of Blackwater Media. I want to thank you for checking out the preview of this story, but you know I can't give away the whole package for free. After all, if you're holding down a traditional 9-to-5 job, or even if you're part-time, I'm sure you're not doing it on a voluntary basis. Now, if you've enjoyed what you've heard so far, go to blackwatermedia.net and get your Blackwater Media Swamp Hunter Society membership. And for only $4.99 a month, you can access this complete story and all of the other premium content, past, present, and future. And let me say it again. Thank you for listening to Blackwater Media.